How's it going, everybody? Some of you may have noticed that I did not upload a video last week, and the reason for that can be summed up really in just one word: burnout. I was burnt out last week. Just too much going on for too long, and it caught up with me. I actually caught a cold last week, which is really rare for me. I hardly ever catch a cold, so I knew it was just too much. I was burnt out, and that's why I'm making this video. I want to share 4 tips with you, tips that I usually follow but haven't been lately, and these are great for avoiding burnout. All right, everybody, I'm Ryan, and welcome back to Minus the Gym. And you know, this channel is usually about fitness. That's the majority of what I talk about. But every once in a while, I like to branch out into nutrition and other general health topics. And if you want to see more videos like this one, where I talk about mindfulness, staying motivated, de-stressing, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to make more videos like this, but I want to make sure I'm making videos that you want to see. All right, now this first tip pertains directly to fitness, because that's what my channel is really about. And that first tip is to make sure you schedule a deload week. And you want to do this every 4 to 6 weeks. All right, especially if you've been working out regularly and with intensity. I'd say if you're more than a year in on your fitness journey, then definitely deload every 4 to 6 weeks. Now, what a deload week is it's when you train with about half the volume or half the intensity that you normally would. All right, and that's something I recommend doing, like I said, every 4 to 6 weeks. But another way to do it, and this is what I did last week, was I just took an entire week off from intense fitness in general. I basically only did cardio and stretching for the whole week. The reason why it's so important to deload is because your body accumulates stress, and so does your mind. So if you don't take that deload week or a week off every so often, then you're not going to get that super compensation, right? You're not going to give your body that break so that you can repair bigger and stronger than before. But that's just talking about the body. There's also benefits to the mind, all right? You get a mental break from that stress of always having to work out on a certain schedule. So yeah, I encourage you to take a look at, like, how long have you been working out consistently without taking a break? And I've made videos about deloading in the past, but really take a look at this now and say, like, has it been a month, 2 months? For me, it was coming up on 3 months and I hadn't taken any sort of break. So that's why part of my week last week when I was burnt out was just no intense exercise. I only stretched, I did cardio, and it felt great. And I came back this week feeling better and stronger than before. All right, the second tip I have for you is more general. I think the rest of them are more general. And this second tip is to schedule a vacation. And I don't mean like, it doesn't have to be a fancy cruise or a tropical beach vacation or anything like that. This can be as simple as a staycation, right? Just a week off from work where you can be at home and have a break from your normal routine. And that's so important, even to have that on the calendar just to look forward to. So when you're grinding day to day, you can occasionally remind yourself, like, oh, I have that to look forward to, that break, where I can finally just completely relax. And I personally didn't have anything on the calendar for the last 18 months. Since January of 2020, I've had no vacations planned, no breaks. And to be honest, I haven't really taken a true break from everything in over 3 years, because I've had this YouTube channel as a side job. You know, I'm a husband and father. I'm a father of 2 beautiful little girls, which is wonderful, but as most parents know, they can be a handful, right? And on top of that, I have a day job. I also have my YouTube channel as my side job. And on top of that, I have to work out on a very regular schedule, at least typically 5 days a week minimum I'm working out. So it's a lot on my plate. And after 3 years of that with no break, it caught up with me. So yeah, make sure you get something on the calendar, even if it's 3 months, 4 months, or longer out from now. Just have a vacation on the calendar to look forward to. And if your job doesn't give you enough time off, I've heard people complain about that, then look for a new job. Seriously, like, you deserve so much better. I think everyone should have at least 4 weeks off per year. That's just how I feel, minimally 4 weeks. Okay, and the third tip I have for you is to make some time for yourself every day. Just 30 to 60 minutes of something you love doing, something you enjoy. For me, this is playing guitar. You know, I'm a guitarist. I also am learning piano. But I also love listening to music. I love reading a book. You know, just something like that for 30 to 60 minutes a day, I think, is crucial, or else the grind really gets to you. You know, it can be so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day things and you just don't carve out that time to yourself. And I have mentioned in previous videos that there's a fine line between indulging too much and not indulging enough. So like, you do want to sacrifice some of this stuff. You don't want to spend too much time watching Netflix and Hulu or listening to music or anything like that. But you need to have that 30 to 60 minutes a day to yourself, that me time to really recharge, especially if you're an introvert and that's when you recharge your battery. But we all need to unwind and relax. So make sure you do that every day. Okay, and the fourth and final tip I have for you, and this is something I've fallen way behind on as well, is meditation. Meditation is hugely beneficial for us. Even physiologically, it's been shown to slow our heart rate, help us relax, reduce blood pressure, reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone that's in our blood. I mean, you need cortisol, but you don't want it to be too elevated all the time, and meditation is great for that. And it's so simple. You know, all you do is you sit, you relax. You can even do it laying down, and you just breathe through your nose. Make sure you breathe into your belly, nice full breaths into the belly. And you just focus on your breath. You know, just try to rest your attention on your breath. And naturally, your attention's gonna drift off into thoughts, but then you pull it back to your breath. And that's all. They call it breathing meditation. It's so simple, but so beneficial. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day. Hugely beneficial. And for some reason, I used to do it twice a day, morning and evening, and I just fell off the wagon. All right, finally getting to the top of this hill. So last week, what I noticed was a cold setting in. And like I mentioned, for me, that's completely rare. I mean, I hardly ever catch colds. I've gone 3 years straight without getting sick. So when I felt the cold coming on, I knew something was wrong. And it turned into laryngitis. It took out my voice completely for a day. And that's when I realized, like, man, I've just been going too hard, too fast, without any breaks, without enough time to myself. And that's when I decided I was going to take a week off. So a week off from my day job, a week off from uploading, and a week off from working out. Every day I went for a walk, I did some stretching, practiced handstands, and that was about it. And it felt great. And now I feel rested and recharged and ready for more. So hopefully, for any of you who've been suffering from burnout, maybe just feeling overstressed, I hope this video resonates with you, just reminds you, get a vacation on the calendar, make some time for yourself, maybe meditate. And if you haven't deloaded in a while, make sure you take a break from fitness too. I mean, it's good to work out, but intense fitness is not meant to be a week-to-week thing, on and on, perpetually. You're supposed to have a break from it. Your body needs it. All right, everybody, I hope this video helped you out, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, all right? If you did, please hit that thumbs up button for me. That helps me out in return. And don't forget to let me know in the comments below, do you want to see more content like this? Do you want to hear my thoughts on meditation, mindfulness, how to stay motivated, maybe more things about what I eat in a day, those kinds of videos? Or do you want me to keep this channel strictly fitness? I'm curious to hear what you think. All right, and with that said, I will see you in the next video. Talk to you soon.